What is up, all of my movie fanatics out there? Welcome back. I'm the Jay Sloan, and I'm back here to do another video for you today. And today I have a Blu-ray / video game update. Today's date is December 15th, 2018, and we're one step closer to Christmas. I hope everyone is doing okay out there and everyone has a happy holiday and a safe holiday. So in this update, I've been kind of saving these titles and releases over the last month or so. I don't have as much as I anticipated to have, but I still have some things coming in the mail that I can't wait to unbox and show you guys. I have one video game. I also have a couple Scream Factory pickups, Arrow pickups, some SteelBooks thrown in there. I have, quite a bit as far as what I've been picking up and what I've been purchasing. So I'm going to go ahead and, without further ado, I'm going to show you the one video game that I got. And I'm not a huge gamer, you guys know this. I've been on YouTube for years now, and everybody who has watched my videos or who is familiar with me knows I'm not a huge gamer. But there's that one game that comes out that I really get hooked on, I guess. And the first one, way back in the day, was the original Red Dead Redemption. And of course, Red Dead Redemption 2 has came out now. I got the special edition, the box that it came in, I guess, sort of like a slip cover collector's box, is over there. I didn't get it, but I did get the special edition, and it's an amazing game. I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. As far as the story, it was perfect. Gameplay, it was amazing. Action, it was non-stop, and that kind of leads into the online beta that I'm playing right now. So that's really all I can say about Red Dead Redemption. If you haven't played it and you're a fan of the first one, definitely give this one a watch. So the only horror title that I picked up was a SteelBook, and I got this from Walmart, my local Walmart. They have a bunch of SteelBooks out now. Kind of reminds me way back in the day when they were doing their SteelBook lineup, and I picked a lot of those up, and it's just really cool seeing those in Walmart, and it's really cool seeing people actually gravitate toward that. I usually used to, when I was collecting back in the day, people didn't look for Blu-rays and DVDs, but it seems like around here they're starting to more and more now. But the first one I picked up is a classic David Fincher directed film. I've always loved this one, and it is Fight Club. Everyone knows this movie. First rule, we definitely don't want to talk about it. Edward Norton, Brad Pitt, classic. It's a very wacky story, and it takes a couple watches to really pick up on everything. If you haven't seen Fight Club, I'm telling you, you're in for a treat. A wild, wild ride if you get to check it out. I have a DVD release of this, but this is the first jump that I've made to Blu-ray. I'm going to try to show it with one hand to kind of... There's the spine. Trying to get a good look at it here at the back. It's really nice, kind of glossed over. A much different steelbook compared to the next one I'm about to show you. Brad Pitt in his karate or kung fu style there. I'm going to try to open it up. I will be getting a tripod very soon, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to do this. There we go. Okay, on the inside there is some artwork, but I'm not going to take the disc out to show you. The artwork on the back is from the scene where they're playing golf in the neighborhood. So yeah, one disc set. Really nice release, guys. Like I said, first jump to Blu-ray for me for this film. I don't know why, but thought a steelbook would be the perfect way to do it. So let me set it to the side here. Definitely check out Fight Club, which everyone knows about that film. Next film, John Carpenter directed film, another classic that, for some odd reason, as many movies as I own, as many as I've collected over the years, I've never owned the classic Christine. This was another steelbook that was at Walmart. I was surprised to see it, and I was surprised to see some of the prices it was listed for online. And I picked it up there. I really love that that's this style of steelbook, maybe more even so than Fight Club. I love that pink neon there, that classic image, Christine. And I love the synopsis down here at the bottom. Some people might be thrown off by it and not like it as much. I really dig it. I think it fits this release well for what type of film that it is. And I love the white border there at the bottom. Everyone knows the synopsis of this film, though. The back follows through with the kind of white image. There's the spine, and I will try to open it the best that I can for you guys. I don't want to damage it. Okay, very simplistic release. Very simplistic inside. The inside artwork, there's just one disc, and behind it's sort of like pink neon, I guess you would say. or red neon, much like the title. So really nice, great film, and a really nice SteelBook release. Okay, so next one here, guys. One of my all-time, I guess you could say, guilty pleasures, considering it's not really a great film by any means. The one and only directed film by Stephen King, and this is coming from the Vestron video series that they have been releasing, and they've been releasing a lot of good titles, and that is, of course, the one and only Maximum Overdrive. I love that image. This is, I don't know, I believe it's the first time Maximum Overdrive has ever came to Blu-ray, which is surprising. But look at that newly, I guess you would say newly commissioned artwork. That custom artwork there is really nice. Obviously at the bottom here, featuring music by AC/DC. That was one of the main turn-ons for me when I was a kid, and hearing that AC/DC soundtrack. I don't know about any of you, but for me, that's kind of what it was. Get some stills there. Got Emilio on the back. Tons of special features. This release and this movie definitely deserves a individual review, which I'll do on my channel. I've talked about Maximum Overdrive many times on my channel as well as Late Night Frights, but look at these special features. I'm not going to go over them one by one, but I would like to do a video talking about them. Tons of commentaries, tons of interviews, making ofs, interview with makeup effects creator Dean Gates. I mean, so much stuff here, behind the scenes footage. It's a really nice release. And I'm not going to take the slip off. I was going to show you guys the inside, but there's not too much to show, and it'd be really hard with one hand. So there's Maximum Overdrive. Everyone knows it, whether you love it or hate it. I'm in the majority that really, really love it. So, classic. Next one here, we're going to dive into the Scream Factories that I picked up. This next one here was a gift from Chris Brock. He had received 2 of these, I believe. I'm not sure how the story goes completely, but I'm pretty sure he received 2 of these when he was trying to order the Urban Legends sequel. I'm pretty sure, but he got 2 of the collector's editions of Urban Legend, and he sent me this one, which I'm really thankful for. It's a film that I haven't seen in many years, probably 10 years or so. I remember enjoying it. And obviously, it got the Scream Factory treatment, so I can't wait to see, all the extras and see the PQ on this release. It's a nice cover art there. Let's see, flip it to the back. It's got some special features, got some making ofs and so on and so forth. Got Jared Leto there on the back. I do remember this being one of the, I guess you would say, neo-slashers of the 90s, in the same kind of category as I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, etc. Scream probably being at the hype of the 90s slasher, neo slasher. Yeah, I don't know really what to say too much about this film, considering it's been so long since I've seen it. I think I've actually seen the sequel more than I've seen, Urban Legend. But yeah, I'm gonna pop this one in. Sorry guys, I'm gonna pop this one in soon. Give it a watch, and thank you, Chris, for this release. Really like it. Really glad to have it in my collection. Again, guys, I would show you the inside, but it's really hard to do with one hand, and I've already got it in my Blu-ray sleeve, bag thing, whatever, protective sleeve. So, yeah, set that to the side. Okay, so next we have the classic Creep Show. You guys seen that I picked this release up in the Movie Madness that I did with Chris. I've had it for a while, and this was a day one pre-order for me. This is my favorite horror anthology of all time. What's not to love about this film and all 5 stories? It's absolutely classic film and an amazing release. To get the Scream Factory treatment was something that I was hyped about when they announced it. I would show the inside, but it does have a booklet with it. It is a 2-disc set. It's, I really want to show you guys. If you want to see an in-depth look of any of these releases, especially the later ones with the collector's editions, then comment down below and I will make that happen. So yeah, I had some issues getting this, as everyone knows, and look at these special features, guys. I mean, my God, it's just loaded with special features. I had some issues getting this. It took a lot longer than I expected. I had emailed Scream Factory numerous times on different occasions, and I got nothing back, and I was starting to get a little bit worried about even getting this, and everyone knows how steep these prices are for these editions, and it's not even so that I mind to pay them. It's really not even that. It's it's getting a reply back. It's receiving the release, if not on time, then a week after. And a lot of people are having issues with this release. A lot of people have had many complaints about Scream Factory in the last couple months. I received this without an email, without anything. I came home one day and this was on my doorstep. I did not receive an email from my shipping confirmation till almost 2 to 3 weeks after this was sent, and I'd already received it. So it was a little wild. I'm glad I got it. The posters were a little damaged. I'm not gonna go into it. I talked about this plenty enough in my Candyman unboxing, but it's a beautiful release. The PQ looks amazing. Audio is amazing. Special features are great. And if you love Creepshow, if you're a diehard fan, much like I am, you're going to want to pick this up if you can. You can probably still get it relatively cheap. You might not be able to get the collector's or limited edition that comes with the poster, with the lithograph as well. Which, like I said, if you guys want me to show, comment down below and I will do a separate video. So that is Creepshow, guys. I love that release. The last two here are Arrow Video releases. I love Arrow just about as much as I love Scream Factory. They're a little bit harder to come by, most of them being Region B releases, or Region B only, Region B locked. Sometimes they have, region-free titles and region-free sets. But the two that I picked up here, I believe, are both region-free. I got these from FYE. I hadn't been in a long time. I'm sorry, it kind of got dark in here, guys. Trying to use my natural lighting from the outside, but it's a rainy day. I probably should have picked a different day to do this, but oh well. I picked these up from FYE. Everyone knows how I feel about that store. Always loved it. And, yeah, got these for a great price and couldn't resist on picking them up. The first one here is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This is the FYE exclusive slipcover. The original Arrow release for this film had a different cover and a different slipcover that everyone's more familiar with. This one, when I saw it, I was unsure what kind of slip it was. Like I said, I was only familiar with the common slipcover that it came with. I had to pick it up. I love that image there. Since it's so dark in here, it's not really doing it justice, but... And the special features, guys, that is insane. Packed full. Like I said, another film I could do a full review on special features alone. This one has a booklet inside. It also has a one-sheet poster with both the newly commissioned artwork and the old school artwork, flipped around on both sides. And I'm not going to open it up because I do have one hand, as you guys know, to use. And yeah, but if you're thinking about Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which oddly enough is another film that I've never owned in my collection, which is crazy. There's a couple films in this update that I've never owned, but I love and adore. This is cheese at its best, but it's so enjoyable and it's so fun, and the dialogue is so wonky to watch that it makes the time fly by so fast with Killer Clowns. So, yep, love this film, love this release. And last but not least, guys, this is one that I've wanted to pick up ever since it was released. And at the time that it was released, I wasn't collecting as much, and I wanted to get my hands on it, and I finally did. It's a film that I think has grown on me more so over the years, as opposed to when I first watched it. It was on a very, very high hype level, as well as Last House on the Left, and it's coming from one of my favorite directors of all time. And I had so many expectations going in that I think it kind of let me down upon first viewing. But it's like a fine wine, guys. It's grown with age, and the more I've seen this film as the years have gone, I've liked it more and more. And that is the classic The Hills Have Eyes from Wes Craven. Everyone knows this film. Yeah, this is the big Arrow collector set, much like The Last House on the Left and some others that I do have. Last House being the debut film for Wes Craven, and this one, his follow-up. I do like The Hills Have Eyes better than The Last House on the Left. I think it's far superior film. I think I could dive into what I dislike about The Last House on the Left and what I do like about it. I could compare and contrast these films all day, but I won't. I'll just leave it at that. Leave that for a later date. And the limited edition contents, the special features, it is loaded, guys. Brand new 4K restoration. I mean, the film has definitely not looked any better. I mean, audio commentaries, looking back on The Hills Have Eyes, and the commentaries with Michael Berryman. It's loaded, and it's going to be too much for me to go over today. But if you guys want to see an in-depth look at the Hills Have Eyes release, it's a beautiful Arrow release. Anything from Arrow, really, even their standard releases that are not collector's editions, are so worth your money. I mean, everything coming from Arrow is genuinely top of the line releases, and I love Arrow as much as I love Scream Factory. So yeah, guys, didn't mean to take up so much of your time with this update, considering it wasn't as much as I thought it would be. But there you go, guys. There is my December 15th, 2018 update. Run through it one more time. Red Dead Redemption 2, the special edition, PlayStation 4 release. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2, guys, it's just something you can kind of lose yourself in for multiple hours. It's really fun. Fight Club, Classic, and Christine, both of those great SteelBooks I'm glad to add to my SteelBook collection. Vestron Video's Maximum Overdrive, the definitive way to own the film if you're a fan of it, much like I am. Urban Legend, once again, thank you, Chris, for that Scream Factory. Can't wait to check it out. Creepshow, guys, not much more to say. If you want to see more in-depth talk about Creepshow, go watch the movie Madness, where me and Chris dissect the film. Next we have Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Great Arrow release. I love that slipcover. Last but not least, The Hills Have Eyes, the collector's edition from Arrow. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If I don't talk to you guys until Christmas or after Christmas or even until 2019, I hope everyone has a great Christmas and, like I said, happy holidays. So that'll be it, guys. I'm the Jay Sloan, and thank you for watching. And as always, guys, keep it horror. Peace.